There are many disciplines that study in a rigorous way with theory and research a common question, and the question is about meaning or about purpose. You have psychology that focuses at the individual level, and you have an example of a psychologist. You have a team level, which focuses on the team level or the relationship level. You have an organization level as a system, or you have a societal level. At all of those levels, one of the common pursuits right now is what's the underlying meaning, what's the underlying cause that gives societies, organizations, teams, and individuals a sense of hope.
So one way to look at that question is to look at a lot of science and research. Another way to look at that question is to be very introspective, which is my forte. So we've also looked at this question not only from the perspective of what do other fields and science and research and all of those things have to say about it, but also just at a personal level. What are the things that make my life feel abundant? What are the things that make me feel like I have enough and to spare of what really matters most, that gives me a sense of meaning and purpose? And as we not only looked at that question personally in our own lives, but as we talked to friends and coworkers, and we've even asked random people at the airport, what do you like about your job? What gives you a sense of meaning and purpose in life? We tried to take all of those answers along with the research that we could see out in the world and distill that into sort of 7 qualities or questions that people can look at to probe this issue of finding meaning at work. The first of those questions.
You got it.
Okay. The first of those questions that we sort of focused in on was just, what do I want to be known for? What's my sense of identity? And really the issue here is, what are the strengths that I bring to my life? What are the qualities, the characteristics, the talents, the
So what do you
personal
want to be known
values?
for?
What do I want to be known for?
In your professional setting?
So in my professional setting, I think I really want to be known as somebody who is an empathic listener, who is good at helping people distill out of their experience the sort of common threads of patterns that they're seeing. And so the issue becomes, how do I do that at work in a way that not only is using my strengths, but using them in a way that strengthens others?
Okay.
And so as we're looking at that question, we're trying to figure out, who am I? What do I want to be known for, both personally and organizationally? A second area that we looked at is where am I headed? What am I trying to accomplish? What direction am I going in my life? And this is sort of the old Cheshire Cat question. If you don't know where you want to go, it doesn't really matter which road you take. Trying to get some clarity about what are the things that really make life feel meaningful to me. And so we look at things like achievement, having an impact, building good relationships, or my favorite, getting insight and understanding of myself. Those are all sort of directions that we might
So
head.
the question, who am I? What am I known for? What is my purpose? Question 3 is, who do I travel with? Who goes with me?
You travel with me.
That's a good answer. And with delight, which is the last question. That's a preview. What am I known for? What's my purpose? Who do I go with? What's the relationships that matter? What we've discovered is success is not an individual sport. Success is a team sport, and we have to have high-relating teams to be high-performing teams. Number 4, what work environment do we want to build? Every single person we've met, when we say, can you describe what we call a deficit work environment with politics, backbiting, cynicism, everybody's had one. And when their boss is in the room in another company. But we know what a positive work environment looks like. Affirming, positive, serving each other, helping each other. Number 5, what challenges interest me? Every one of us have different challenges. Wendy loves that exploration of the individual. After a great day of therapy, she solved the world's problems inside people's heads. I love to travel around the world and learn talks and frameworks that she would not enjoy. Our challenges have to be customized, and our contributions have to be customized.
And then we also are looking at the question of, what do I learn? How do I bounce back? How do I deal with change and the challenges that come my way in a way that allows me to grow and to learn and to be resilient and not just be defeated by the opportunities and the need for change? None of us like change very much, I think. Well, I guess we like some kinds of change, but we resist other kinds. And yet change is a real opportunity to grow and to learn. And if we can take that opportunity, we continue to become better people that we feel good about in our lives. And finally, we're looking at the issue of individual delight. What just makes you happy? It might be getting an ice cream cone and just savoring it on a hot summer day, but it might be something a little more complicated. But we can find all kinds of little sources.
So what's one thing that gives you delight?
Holding my granddaughter gives me delight, but that's not exactly a work setting. Let's see, at work, it's that moment when somebody really gets what's going on in their life, and they see it clearly for the first time and see a pattern that has been causing them problems and that they've never really caught hold of before. That's just sheer delight for me. But I also just get delight out of a good, comfortable chair and shoes that feel comfortable on my feet. And so
this morning, looking at the mountain as
we left our house this morning, and seeing the fresh snow on the mountain, just savoring that little moment of delight. So how do we build those moments into the workplace so that it becomes a positive experience to go to work?
In the why of work, we make a very simple argument. Meaning matters. We get it. We all know that. Meaning matters at work. And at work, meaning matters by the leaders becoming meaning makers. So how do they do that? 7 questions. Who am I? What am I known for? Number 2, what's my purpose? Who travels with me? What's my work environment? What are the job challenges? How do I learn and grow? And how do I find delight? When leaders help employees respond to those questions, the employees, the organization, and the team will find a sense of meaning that will matter.